They passed around the same time as
this last one, the first one.
Yeah.
Mr. William Sewell, are you here? Sir, are you the one that did the knocking on the tree just a few minutes ago? And you're trying to get our attention? Now, we were told that you are a clergyman. You built a church here for the community. And you were the preacher. Can you tell us what it is that you wanted to draw us this way? I know I was told you have something you need to tell us. Really? You heard that?
Sound like a twig break?
Okay, I'm going to repeat what I just heard in my brain, what little I got left. And I want to see if I'm correct on this, because it would make sense, but I need a definite answer. Were you warning us about the Indian spirits? It said, don't step off of this property toward the woods.
Okay, just because he said that, now it makes me want to go over there.
I know, right? Are
Now,
there angry spirits over there? Wow.
and that wasn't a twig break like what you hear.
No, it's like somebody
snapped. Yeah.
like they're breaking it down, trying to walk through.
Yeah.
This is eerie, man. Really eerie.
But it's so peaceful and so serene.
Isn't it, though? I could come out here and have a picnic. Is that the message you're trying to give to us, Mr. Sewell? Thank you for taking care of us, looking after us. Wow. Do you have more you would like to say?
I'm kind of hesitant.
Yeah. I was thinking about
I
it.
was like, that type.
Yep. Well, speak on. We can hear you.
We don't need to be afraid. He thinks that we need to be fearful. He thinks that we should be scared.
Yeah.
But
we're not afraid, Mr. Sewell.
They can't hurt us.
Did the Indians steal some of your horses? Did they kill some of your people? That's why that fear set in. Are you afraid, Mr. Sewell? You don't have to be afraid anymore.
Yeah, they can't cause no harm.
They can't hurt you anymore. Do you walk these grounds often? You're here checking on everyone who's here? Yeah. Wow.
Okay. There's like a folklore of our version of a boogeyman.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like there's a folklore of something in the woods. But to you, it's not a folklore. To you, it's truly there.
Yep.
But it's what we would consider the boogeyman. And did you just hear that?
Yes, I did. We're going to have to do another video called In the Woods. You heard that? They're calling us over there, Mr. Sewell. He said that's the way they trick you.
That was just right there.
Mm-hmm. And guys, it's not like anything's dropping from the trees and there's no wind.
There's no wind.
Wow.
So out there is something like what they consider like bad juju. It's
Yep.
just bad. It's evil to them.
Yep. It's evil. We never pass the woods. We never go past the woods. Never go past the woods. Did you have a fence line across there? We never go past the woods. That's what he keeps saying. We never go past the woods.
Well, it's not going to get you. It can't get you now. And all honesty, there was nothing really tangible that was a living being that was there. It was spread. Like I said, it was folklore. It was urban myth, what we consider an urban myth. It's something that got started to keep them out of there.
Right.
Like, you don't go in there, you'll get ate up, or don't go in there, you're going to get trapped, or there's a bear or something. You know, it was to instill fear on them to keep them here.
Yep.
So they wouldn't venture out to go hunt. But they had to hunt.
Yes. This is really piquing my curiosity.
Because I want to go down there.
I know, right? What do you say? Let's walk through the edge.
Let's just walk and see. Because I think there's a ravine. I think there's, because of the way the tree line looks, because that's not like, because it looks like it slopes down.
Yeah.
Like you go to the edge and then it just goes like this. And it goes down a ravine. Because we're pretty up in altitude right now.
Yeah.
Beats the flatlands.
Yeah. Okay, Mr. Sewell, do you have anything else you'd like to say to us? Miss Martha, are you here?
Well, she hit you.
Yes, she did. You hear that? Over here. Miss Martha, is there anything you want to say? She said, no, my husband already said it. Okay, thank you guys for speaking to us. He said to go to the woods.
Let's just, I want to see if it goes down, because it looks like it goes down.
Okay, let's find out. All right, guys, we are headed toward the woods where we were warned not to go. But by telling us not to do something, it just piques our curiosity to want to do it even more. We're like little kids. Something is out here. What it is, I don't know. I just know it's something.
They need to mow
You know what?
this grass. Because they've been nakes. Ooh, big old anthill.
Yeah, be careful.
See, it looked from a distance, so it looks like it slopes down, but it doesn't. It goes straight in. I'm going to get hitchhikers all over me.
Hitchhikers?
Yeah. You know, those little things that stick to you.
Yeah. Let me go first to make sure everything's clear for you.
Oh, I ain't going all the way in, because there's really no trail to go anywhere. This is all pine tree stuff.
Yeah, this is really as far as we can go.
Yeah, because there's nothing.
Who's out here making noises?
You.
I know, right? Who's out here making noises and trying to get our attention? Hold your dowsing rod up.
Okay.
Hold it. Is someone out here trying to talk to us? Hello? Can you speak to that dowsing rod? Thank you.
Take it back. Or are you pointing? There's a tree there. Nothing in there. It's just a tree.
I wonder if that's where he's hiding at, though.
It just came back to the center.
That little spot where I just showed the camera at, is that where you're basically standing?
I got nada. Are you in here? Oh, now it's not. It's going to be one of those.
Yep.
It's going to be one of those that just isn't going to say squat, squat, squat. Try it again. Are you not going to talk to us?
Oh, you will talk to us.
You think I got stuck right in there.
Yeah. Let's do this right here. Is this a Native American? Is this an Indian? The Cherokee tribe.
I feel like somebody's pulling down on this. It got heavy when it went that way.
Yep. Is there danger in that direction?
Boy, you just.
Wow. Are you the only one in these woods?
He's not going to tell.
Bring it back, please. Come on, you can do this.
We're not here to hurt you.
Yeah, we just want to talk to you, that's all.
See what's going on. Yeah, not going to hurt.
Do you intend harm to us?
Are you frightened of us? Are you frightened? Do we scare you? We don't want to scare you.
It's moving slightly.
Unsure.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll leave you alone. Let's go back to the graveyard. Here lies Angus Alexander
McCaskill.
McCaskill, born on the Isle of Skye in Scotland in 1769 and died March 14th, 1807.
He's the baby brother to Alexander.
Okay.
Alexander is the oldest brother. He's the baby brother.
Angus? Angus, are you here? Oh, yes. Very strong. Very strong. Angus, is it okay with you that we're out here?
Angus, do you know about the knocking?
Yep.
Do you know what's in the woods?
Yep.
You do realize it can't hurt you? Nope. To him, it still can get him.
Yeah.
It can't hurt you.
You're saying yes, it can. Is it bothering you in the afterlife? Hmm.
Is it a native? So do you feel like you're still being hunted in the afterlife by the natives?
Yep.
Crazy. Bless his heart.
I'm sorry to hear that he's bothering you now. Is there anything we can do to help? No?
See, that's the reason why the ones who are here, they stay here.
Yes.
Because I guess in their mind, if they were to move on, maybe that will follow them
To the other side.
to the other side. But as long as they're here and whatever's there is here, they're going to have that interaction.
Oh, he just told me. You're right on spot with it, but he's saying that the reason they're staying here is they're protecting this land. They laid claim to this land. This is your land. And you want no intruders. Whew. That was powerful.
Is there something standing behind us? Do you know who's standing behind us? Because there's somebody standing behind us.
Yeah, I got that feeling too.
Are you standing behind us? No.
No, the grave's back there.
No.
The one that's behind us, is this a good spirit? No. Is this one of the native spirits? Is he on this land?
No.
He's out there by that sign.
He's right there, like on the edge of the little gravel road.
That's where he's at.
Because it's like I just had this feeling that somebody's watching. It's like somebody's watching, looking,
Like peeking through the trees. Don't want to be seen.
listening, and
Yeah. I can see that. What I got in my mind, I see a dark-skinned Native American Cherokee over there, and I see white paint on his face. Like he's got lines like this, and the lines like this, and one right here. Is that correct, Angus? This was one of the warriors for the Native Americans. So, Angus was a popular name in Scotland, huh? That's cool.
we got company.
Yep. That's somebody from the state down here.
County.
County.
Yeah.
Thank you, Angus, for talking to us. Just waving at the state guys, folks.
Yeah. So Angus's brother is right here, and this is Alexander.
Alexander's your older brother.
Did I read that right? Yeah, this is baby brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is baby
How old was
brother.
he?
Angus. Like 62. And he was 80. So Alexander lived longer than Angus.
Angus, I got a question for you, buddy. Were you killed by one of the Native Americans? Yes, he was.
Because he was younger. He lived to be 80.
Were you trying to stop them from stealing your horses? Yes. Okay, so tell me, were you stabbed? No. Were you shot with a bow and arrow? Yes.
When you said shot, he almost said no until you said bow and arrow because he was thinking gun,
Yeah.
like a musket
Yeah.
type thing.
Wow. You didn't see it, did you? He was hidden? Oh, hands started shaking real bad. This Native American was hidden. But there was another one there that you confronted. And while you were about to attack him, you were shot. You were shot in the back, weren't you? And it went through to your heart. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. A lot of information here.
This was the first quote unquote cemetery for the people that immigrated here from Scotland. This was the first.
Yep. You're right.
Now, yeah, there are descendants from people here that have moved away. They've moved and they've colonized somewhere else and everything. But this is the first. This is the first of its kind.
Yep. Very historical place. And I just saw something move over there.
Between the trees?
Yep.
Which trees?
See that one headstone like it's between the trees right there?
Yeah.
Right behind that. There's something on there or someone over there looking at us too, Angus? Is this one of the members of the community?
This is like the most excitement they've had since they passed.
I know, right?
Other than the workers and the caretakers and the people that maintain this.
Are there any children buried out here, Angus? No. It's all adults because the children moved off. Except for that one child that we saw over there.
Yeah.
Is that the only one? Everyone else moved away.
Yeah, when things started becoming really, really rough. And like I said, there was more men born into this community, into this colony, than there were females. Not everybody here was related by blood, but they considered themselves family.
Yes, exactly.
Because they are all descendants from, they came from Scotland. They are of Scottish descent. So this is their cemetery.
Yeah. 100%.
And I do believe, I think the most recent one I saw that was buried, I think the last, I want to say last, because I think that this is like the
Those were the first ones.
first ones, and then it goes this way.
Yeah.
There was somebody, I think 1923, that was like one of the last. And a lot of the headstones have been replaced by the people who maintain this. And when I say this cemetery is so old, there isn't even a large sign off the side of the highway out there. It's a very small sign like this big, and that is it. There's not like a huge sign.
Yeah, if it weren't for GPS, we wouldn't have found this.
Yeah, because it is so far out in the middle of nowhere. But this place is not that big. It feels like it's on a mound.
Yeah, it does.
It is on a mound, I should say. It feels like it. We are on a mound, so it's like this is a mound.
Yeah. It makes me wonder if their cottages were here on the mound. Maybe down on that end. That's why they buried on that end. Start with.
I don't feel so. This is not a big enough place to hold all of these colonists here. It's not large enough
Well,
to hold.
maybe they encircled the graveyard.
See, that's the reason why when I say that I believe that they extended out this way.
Not that way.
It extended this way, and it was like a semi-horseshoe or a complete circle. And you got to understand something. Over centuries, your geographical areas change and so things may sink, things may rise. But to me, these trees were here, and this is a mound.
Yes. And you guys you had cottages in front of us, but most of them were in the back. The ones at the front, these were the ones who would stand guard. They were more like guard shacks.
Not that he would know what a guard shack is, but, you know, taking turns, like sleep for a few hours and change out and keep an eye on things, make sure nobody was stealing anything, nobody was trying to burn anything down. I'm hearing there was a fire.
You know, I caught that when we first came in, but I didn't say anything.
I feel there was a fire like over there.
Over there in that corner area.
Yeah. Is that true?
Was this set by the Cherokee? Did they burn part of your fence? And one of the cottages? Wait a minute, it wasn't a cottage, was it? It was the church. So the church was back there. The church was over in that corner. And the Cherokee burned the fence, got to the church, and burned it down. Were people inside? No. Mm-mm. This was done at night while you were sleeping. Mr. Angus, do you have anything else you would like to say, sir? Is there anything we can do to help you? Okay, thank you.
Let's talk to Big Bro.
All right.
Big Bro.
Be right back. Alexander McCaskill, are you here, sir? You heard the conversation between us and your brother. You confirm everything that was said? But after he died, we still fought.
A lot of these headstones are hand carved, like with a mallet and a piece of iron or something. Yeah, that's chiseled in there, and you can tell that they are.
The one who did the headstones, can you show me where he's at? Is he at one of those large, tall columns? Okay. So he was also the blacksmith, wasn't he? So he had the tools to do what needed to be done.
Okay, so, all right. So it's like, basically he was the jack of all trades.
Yeah.
So he built the caskets or the coffins. He took care of whatever he was like the jack of all trades. He took care of whatever needed to be handled, and that type of aspect, that type of area. You needed a window frame. He could build a window frame. You needed something built for a stable or something. He would build it. So
did he also make swords and sorts? Yep.
So he was like, you know, you needed anything done, you went to him. You needed anything done, you went to him.
And he enjoyed it.
everybody had their own niche. Everybody had their own thing that they did.
Yeah.
Cooking, sewing, things like that.
He was a hunter. Alexander, you were a hunter, weren't you? You hunted and trapped.
So everybody had their own thing, and that's how they got the bartering. Seamstress, some would cook, trade food, you know, a pie or something,
Yeah.
a potato, a root vegetable. There was a lot of root vegetables here.
Yeah. Did you guys bring over like seedlings for your vegetables from Scotland? Can you tell me what year you came here? No. Didn't keep up with the damn years. We went by the moon. Fortnite. Get it?
Yeah.
Whoop, I about tripped over that big stone. And I knocked one over. Sorry. I pick it up. I pick it up. Were you the one in charge of the hunting, Alexander? Yes. So you would form hunting parties and trapping parties? Did you go far into these woods?
I'm being shown like an outpost, like a checkpoint.
In the woods?
Yeah. Like you don't go past here. And if you do, you're going to go like at your own risk type thing. It was like a checkpoint or an outpost.
Yep. You had one in either direction, huh?
But it was nothing for them to cover 20 to 30 miles a day on horseback.
Yep.
So it was, that was like us getting in the car and driving right down the road.
Right, right, right. You enjoyed your job, didn't you? He said his father is the one that taught him how to hunt. But little brother was too interested in fighting.
Things were a little different than everybody anticipated when they arrived. You guys are coming from Scotland. You're thinking that how different could things be? But when you got here, you found out just how different and just how hard this life was going to be. You often wondered, maybe we should have stayed in Scotland, but things in Scotland weren't that good, so we needed something new type thing.
Yep.
They were hoping to expand the clan.
Yep.
Expand.
Have more come with them.
Right.
Wow, wow.
They traveled a long way to get here.
Yeah.
When I say a long way, when they came in, they
had to come in at the coastline.
that's where I'm going. It was like you got to like an island, and then you had to figure out how to cross a small body of water to get to quote unquote like the mainland, because it was like a channel.
Yep.
Like a little river. It was like a channel. You get to like an island, and then just like you had to figure out how you're going to get to the mainland.
Did you have little small boats attached to your ship? They said they had 2 of them. So they had to make many trips. But once they got on the land, they built some more. Is that correct?
This was not the first settlement. This was going to be the last because they didn't bring any horses with them. They had to barter horses there. Bippity, bippity, bip. Come here. When they got here, they bartered along the way.
Yep.
It was like travel and barter, travel and barter. But they knew that this was far enough away from the coast.
Yep.
This was far enough away from the coast where they felt that they wouldn't be
invaded
or targeted or hurt.
You felt safe here. So, okay, so he's telling me that whenever they were coming from the coast over here, they would stop periodically and scope out the land and see if that's where they wanted to be at. And that's how they found this place, simply by walking and scoping. Wow. So I'm going to ask you this, man. In your colony that you had, I know you had a church. I know you had a guy who did the trading. Did you also have a pub? He's like, yep.
But it really wasn't a pub. It was like somebody's house.
Yeah. That's where everybody go out and drink.
It's like Sunday football at your best bud's house with 20 or 30 people in the backyard and having, so that was kind of like what it was like. It wasn't like a pub per se, it was somebody's house.
Right. Okay, Alexander, do you have anything else you'd like to say, sir? Well, thank you for speaking to us.
Absolutely.
All right, man. We are so glad that you joined us on this adventure. The Scottish Graveyard. It's amazing. Honestly, baby.
It's old.
I wouldn't mind coming out here at nighttime.
I think there's something buzzing around my head.
I think we get a lot more action at night.
Because there's definitely a lot going on.
A lot of activity here. I say this all the time, man, and I really mean it. This dude right here and this lady right here, we love you. We love you with all of our heart. And
until next time, guys.
Until next time, we will see you. On the flip side. Jocks in